Wow. Now, in that
Yeah,
bookstore,
wow.
there's a
What is the secret to German's excellence? Hi, welcome back, my love. So this traveler said, I really respect Jamie for this. And I'm like, okay, what's the new discovery, guys? We're going to be checking out this video together and we're going to see what he saw that made him to respect Germany even more. If you're new on this channel, you're most welcome, and let's dive right into this video, guys.
In Schwäbisch Hall, there is a bookstore that I like to stop into from time to time. Irrelevant but interesting side note, that bookstore has been around since 1596.
What?
Wow. Now, in that bookstore,
Yeah, wow.
there's a small little English section where I found this book called Why the Germans Do It Better. Now, I'm only like 30 pages into the book, so I can't really recommend it or not recommend it.
The title of that book looked like a secret pack. Why do Germans do it better? I mean, everybody want to rush at that book and see what is the secret to Germans' excellence. Whoa.
Yet, I will say it is pretty interesting so far. But what has caught my eye and made me want to make this video, family members come here to visit, I point it out to them, and they always find it very powerful as well. I see these things all the time, and now that I'm actually looking for them, I can't seem to find them. But I know there's quite a few here.
I'm curious. What is he looking for?
The Stolpersteine, or stumbling stones.
Yeah.
Now, I'll let Rachel from DW's Meet the Germans
I've heard of
explain.
this before.
One subtle yet striking part of the memorial culture in Germany are the Stolpersteine, or stumbling stones. These small brass squares are inscribed with the names of victims of the Nazi regime and set into the pavement outside their last known address. The project was started in the 90s by German artist Gunter Demnig, and today there are more than 75,000 stumbling stones across Germany and other countries. But even this is not without controversy. The city of Munich has actually banned the stones from being installed on public ground, after some people, including a prominent Jewish community leader, argued that it was disrespectful to commemorate victims with something on the ground that you can walk over. The city has instead opted for wall plaques like this one.
So I can understand the controversy behind some of these. I mean, these are supposed to be memorials that pay respect to victims, and if they're on the ground, people can walk over them, and just by nature, that's not a respectful act. So I understand a little bit of the controversy behind them, but I'm actually a fan of these. In my opinion, it lowers the barrier of entry for modern day people to learn about history and to be educated about history. It's one thing to be interested and to go to a museum and read and see memorials and learn about it like that. But it's a whole other thing to just be going about your day-to-day life in your city and coming across these memorials that bring history right to you today. You know, you can't help but see those and think about the victims of those horrible events back in the day. It's a pretty powerful experience to be walking into a cafe or restaurant, seeing these stumbling stones on the ground, reading the names of the people and what their ultimate fate was, and then going into that building and looking at the walls, at the floor, at the window, and now having a connection to individual people or families, and to actually be able to think about them while you're there in that building. I think that's a pretty powerful experience, and it's something that you almost can't help but experience when you see these things. So I'm a fan of these because it makes learning about history and being informed and being able to pay respect to victims, it makes it much more common and like an everyday thing. Yesterday,
Personally, I feel like it brings history closer. I mean, getting to see the names of these people again, getting to come in touch, to interact with what they faced or saw or experienced, just brings it closer, brings it more home to you than maybe when you read of it or something. Like, just imagine going on your normal work day, going on the street, and then you stumble on this. You have to see it again. It just brings a reflection and experience, like what he said, back to you. I get the whole idea of that not being on the floor. It is perfect on the walls too, but I also understand the concept. The original person that insists that it's on the floor, I understand. I think I understand what that person is trying to get from that, the experience is going to bring to everybody, what he foresaw that the experience is going to be like.
Was November 9th, which is a significant day in German history. A lot of important things have happened on November 9th throughout the years in Germany. Two of the big ones are the fall of the Berlin Wall and then Kristallnacht, the Night of the Broken Glass in 1938. And last night I was walking through Stevetaylor and I stumbled across a gathering of people who were basically paying tribute to the victims of Kristallnacht. They were gathering, they were giving a little speech about some victims, playing some music, and really making sure that history is not forgotten. I mean, here we are 80 years later in Germany with these German people who had nothing to do with those horrible events of the past, but take a responsibility and feel a responsibility to make sure that history is kept alive and that people don't forget about it, and to make sure that type of stuff doesn't happen again. I really respect that. The more I learn about history, the more I realize that every single country has a dark past. But I think no country addresses their dark past as well as Germany. And I really respect its attitude and behavior on this subject.
70, 80 Jahre danach zu sagen, wir tragen daran Schuld, fände ich viel zu groß. Aber ich glaube, wir tragen eine Verantwortung, das was irgendwo verhindern, dass sowas wieder passiert.
If you're a German viewer, you probably knew about these. This probably isn't anything new to you, but I remember when I first discovered these after coming to Germany from the States, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that they do that. I think that's a really powerful memorial tool. And I've been meaning to make a video about it for a while, and I think the introduction of this book kind of sparked me to do it. So yeah, guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.
Wow, that was very strong. I mean, the two things he pointed out, German knowing the wrong they've done, and now how fast they've grown and how far they've come, is so strong. Those two things are key and strong. And like I always say, I really love the pattern German goes by, the pattern they try every time to make history alive, to keep history alive. I really love it. I mean, looking at history, like what he said, will make you not to repeat the wrongs that have been done in history before. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, this video just is beyond a video for me. It actually brought a feeling to me. It gave me an experience, especially when I had to see the stumbling stone. It just changed my atmosphere. Wow. Thank you guys. That was really powerful. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe of this channel. You can feel free to support by using the coffee link, is on my description below, and the super thanks. Bye bye.